Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome or welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Renee. This is Minecraft, and today I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We have to figure that out. As the title suggests, what comes next? Who knows? But I have lots of ideas. We have lots of options. So we're gonna figure that out together today. This will probably be just a pretty chill, cozy stream. Nothing too crazy. We'll probably get some smaller things done around our Whoa, I was trying to pick between two words and neither of them came out of my mouth. In our little city here. Oh, hello chicken. Let's pick up your egg. No chicken. So one thing that we need to do, I think I said I was going to do this on my own off stream, but I didn't. We are going to finish up this other sugarcane farm. What's up, Manu? Donazri? Is that how you say that last part of your name? Hello, how's it going? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Hi, Nitro. Nitro says, if you do update, collect all the animals and their corresponding baby mobs. I think I'll probably do that since there's not much to do at all in this update. Yes, I think I probably will update once all my mods have updated. And then I'll go from there and see, because I would like to have the better name tag, the name tag recipe, and then it would be fun to collect all the baby mobs and the big mobs and make that just like a little goal for us to accomplish. So yeah, that'll probably be, I don't know, like within the next month or so, because I don't know how long it's gonna take all my mods to update, and I don't mind waiting, because like we kind of talked about, it's not like a big crazy update. There's not a ton going on, so no rush, but we'll make it happen as we go. Manu, can we collab? I have a 500 sub channel. Do you also play Minecraft, Manu? Are you a gaming channel? Oh, what is this bee doing? All the way over here. There's no flowers over here, guy. Oh, you're gonna get stuck, aren't you? Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. Okay. There we go. Oh, he likes us. Look at that. Oh, Nitro, thank you for sharing your builds in the Discord. It was super cool to see those. That big, like, interior hall that you made, was that for like a specific building or farm, or is that like your home base or something, or just something you wanted to do? Because that was really cool. That looked really good. All Minecraft Ghost Mellow, search it up when you're free. Okay. Yeah, sure, Manu, I'll look into it. I'm always excited to meet more Minecrafters. How's everybody's Tuesday going? How is everybody's weekend? Anything exciting going on? What did I do? I went to visit my family, and I played Dungeons and Dragons with my siblings, which was a lot of fun. I'm the DM, so I put together a little like fairy carnival session for them to run through. Manu says, I'm in school right now, LOL, and watching you. Well, thanks for hanging out with me all weekend. Appreciate it. What kind of school, Manu? Are you in like high school or college or something else? Are you studying anything in particular? Nitro says, just a cathedral I decided to build based off a real world one in Italy. Wow, was there IRL a year ago and decided to build it. Oh, that's really cool. That's a lot. I like that inspiration coming from something from real life and then translating it into Minecraft. Very cool. And your Colosseum is huge. Like just looking at the screenshots that you posted, and like in front of it, there were some like vanilla Minecraft trees that looked teeny tiny in front of the cathedral build. So that's very impressive that you've built all of that so far already since we've been talking about it. Manu says year 11. IB, 1B. I don't know what those second ones mean, but year 11, so that's like junior. That's like 1 year left of school before you graduate. It's not too bad. I remember high school. Glad I'm done with it. Over on Kick, Ezekiaz XP. What's up, Ezekiaz? What am I doing now, you guys? We need water buckets. Do I have any buckets? I have lava buckets. There's our water buckets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 water buckets. I wanted to keep it a roughly 1:1 ratio, or 1:1 ratio, so like 1:1 to real life, which made it a 189:166 ellipse. Dang. That's a lot of blocks, my guy. That's a lot of blocks. Well. Good luck. Good luck with the rest of it. I know you said you wanted to like fully fill everything in and like give it an interior and well, not an interior, but you know, fill out the seating, right? You're doing all that and filling out the oh gosh, like the arena, I think I'm trying to say. Mud farm would be worth it. I built one in my world with an auto bottle filler and pistons to somewhat automate the process. All I need to do is hold, click right, and place dirt. Yeah, it probably would be good to get a mud farm. Because I see myself in the future using a lot of like mud bricks and stuff like that. Like packed mud bricks and chiseled mud bricks, is that a thing? We could probably put one here somewhere. I'm not sure where, but we have plenty of real estate. We'll have to put that on our little to-do list. After we're done building up this farm here, or finishing building this farm, I think I want to, we'll go back home and we'll kind of refill out our kind of job board. I think I want to change it up a little bit. Instead of posting like my big long-term ideas, I want to just kind of think out loud or think by writing it out and see what the sort of like next steps would be for some of these projects that I've either already started, like this one, or that we need to start at some point soon. And I want to kind of plan it out a little better. and just get my own brain organized. Okay, we gotta put the pistons. I can't remember which way you place the pistons down. I think you have to place them facing you. Yeah. All right. And observers. We need to place these facing. I always forget. Oh, this is what we do. We put sand blocks on the outside of the pistons. And then we place the observers on top of that. Oh, I have a couple small announcements or just quick updates, you guys. I'll post about it too on either Instagram and the Discord as well. If you want to join the Discord, I believe the link is in the description. It should be an updated, like a forever link, so it shouldn't. Hopefully, it should be okay. If you have any issues with it, let me know, and I'll figure that out. But hold on. Maybe do you have to place these facing the way that you want them? No. I've already done this. It shouldn't be. There we go. But I think this Saturday we're gonna do a stream. An afternoon, like 3 p.m. PST stream. Just to switch it up a little bit. And I've really been enjoying playing lately, so I want to keep going and keep working on building out this world. And then, come on. There we go. And then I think for my birthday, which is on Thursday, April 2nd, so that's a day that we stream anyways, I think I'm gonna do like a long one, like a birthday subathon kind of thing. And I'll just get online, I'll be live, I'll start streaming, and we'll just go, and we'll see how long I last. So, tentative Thursday, April 2nd, big, long, big stream. And we'll see how it goes. And there will probably be some more, just a couple more Saturday streams over the next couple weeks, because I know there's going to be another Thursday that I've already committed to subbing a yoga class, so I won't be able to stream that day. So we'll make up for it with some Saturday streams. If you want to fill up that job board quickly, you can probably go on Wiki and look up everything that can be farmed and then just farm everything. I'm sure that that's a very long list. I feel like there's a farm for almost every single thing in this world. I do think I want to try to build the farms as we need them. Like once we have a specific item or resource that we need a lot of, or not even just a lot, but that we need a renewable source of, then we make a farm for it. I'm definitely not hurting for ideas. because I do have some things that I know we're gonna want to build soon in this world, and then I also have some things that I want to kind of redo. For example, all the paths and the roads that I've done so far are just this, just scraping off the top layer of the dirt. I can't remember exactly what you call that. It's not stripping the dirt. Scoop, I don't remember. But whatever you call that, that's all my paths are. And I want more than that. I want some more, like intentional and artistic pathways. So that is one thing that we could get working on at some point, is improving our pathing. And that's going to be a pretty big job because we already have a ton like all over there, and then I have to, obviously we're gonna fill up the rest of this open space on this plateau and this little crater down here with buildings. And I want a better path design that will connect everything. And I think it'd be better to start working on that sooner rather than later, so that we're not stuck with the old pathing and having to, you know, we're not putting in new pathing of this simple kind and then having to redo it a bunch. Does that make sense? I didn't even put a minecart in here. Oops. Looks like Mojang was also messing with some of the animal sounds on this update. Oh yeah? Is that something that you're finding out for yourself while playing it? And did they update them in a good way or in a bad way? That's the question. Where'd my mud go? Oh, it probably went in here, didn't it? Oops. All right. We'll close that up. Close that up. And then we gotta come to the other side. And actually what we have to do is put the sugarcane down. I didn't put any sugarcane down yet. Whoops. Bamboo. Where's the sugarcane? Oh, I think I've used it all. Okay, well we can grab some from here. Good thing this side of the farm is already working. I think what they should have done is... Oh wait, I missed one. I think the way they chose it is strange. There's a visible disconnect between the new sounds they're adding and the classic sounds. Oh. I think what they should have done is either don't update it or update it and remove the classic sounds. So you're saying you can tell which ones are new and which ones are classic. And not necessarily in a good way. Yeah, that's tough. It's tough when it suddenly feels... Oops, I still didn't put the sugarcane down. It's tough when it suddenly feels like... what's the word I'm looking for? Like it's not as immersive, or it kind of takes you out of the moment or out of the game. When you're used to just sort of disappearing into the world and, oh, these are the familiar sounds. Like I understand what's going on here, you know, and then suddenly it changes. I can understand that feeling a little jarring. And yeah, they sound significantly different in character. The new sounds they record are based off real animals they recorded, while the classic games are more video, or the classic ones are more video game style. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. Why it would might feel so different. And I saw them in the Minecraft live from Saturday. Yeah, they were talking about that, how they actually like traveled and went out into the field and recorded some real animal sounds. I mean, which is cool that they would take the time to do that, but if it varies so differently than all the other sounds and like doesn't really fit in anymore, then yeah, that's definitely, I can see that being sort of like a gameplay problem. Okay, well that was easy. We've got the second half. Oh, let's close those up. The second half of our sugarcane farm here. And we should be able to just chill and hang out and let this run and gather some good sugarcane for us. So we'll come back and check on it a little later in stream. Let's see, some of this stuff we can grab up. Why don't we make a chest? And we can store some of our materials in this chest. Because this is what I'm thinking. We need to build a building around the sugarcane farm. We're gonna build it out of bamboo and sandstone and honestly probably like oak wood or some sort of light colored wood. Because when I was in Hawaii a couple weeks ago, we were out driving and I saw a building that really stood out to me. It was like a really tall, just very like square, basic kind of warehouse looking building. Are you stuck? Did you get trapped in the bamboo? There. You free now? Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. Watch him go and get stuck again over there. But it was a green building, kind of like a darkish green. And it had sort of like a light colored wood. It looked almost yellow, like a yellow kind of support system. And like the trim on the windows and stuff was yellow. And then it had a brown, like a mid to dark brown roof. And I don't know, I didn't even take any pictures of it or anything. It just kind of stood out to me for some reason. And I just kind of filed it away in my mind. And I think that's kind of what I want to do for that over there. Just to kind of match the bamboo color with the green. I think I want to give it a sort of look and feel based on what I remember from that building that I saw in Hawaii. And I think I want to do that as like a long play, like one of my ASMR for sleep long plays. So we won't be doing that now, and I think I need to do a lot more resource gathering with the bamboo here as well before we embark on that building journey, because I know I'm gonna need a lot of these blocks and it's ending up becoming a little more expensive than I initially imagined. Oh, going back to the sounds. Zombie one is an abomination. Baby zombie should have been left alone. Even the armor doesn't fit on them. What, like the model looks weird? On the, like in game? Because that's not good. If the armor models don't fit on the baby mobs, that's not good. Baby rabbits and turtles are generally better. At least rabbits are easier to hit, and baby turtles have an existent size. Existent? Did they not exist before? Well, I can't imagine myself ever hitting one of those baby rabbits, or the rabbits in general. They're just too cute, but perhaps the day will come when I need to. Okay, let's take all of this back. We're gonna leave this chest here with the sandstone and the bamboo blocks. And let's run home. Let's take the long way. Whoa, that one shot up so fast. Oh my goodness. We also need to expand the sheep field. Let's see. Let's go this way. Baby turtle size before was non-existent. Used to be maybe only 2 to 4 block pixels in size only. Oh yeah, that sounds 2 to 4 block pixels in size. Yeah, I can't say I've ever seen a baby turtle then, because I can't even, it's not, I can't envision that in my head. So then, yeah, it's probably good that they switched that up and gave them a little more heft, I guess you could say. All right, let's sleep in our actual bed tonight. We haven't done that in a while. Oh, doesn't that feel nice? Nice, relaxing night of sleep. Oh, I feel so refreshed. Okay, and here's our current job board. So let's see, Mother Shroom. Okay, hold on. Overall, I still don't understand Mojang's addiction on pixel consistency on everything. Nobody asked for it and nobody cared that they were originally pixel inconsistent. What exactly do you mean by pixel inconsistent? Like the different baby mobs were at like different proportions in terms of their sizing? Or all of the mobs in general? Because yeah, I can't think of anything like wrong, quote unquote, necessarily with how they looked before. Unless it's something on the like development back end that the general population just doesn't understand or doesn't really know about it. It makes it easier for them to like make updates or animate it. They want the pixel size of blocks, mobs, etc. and everything to be the same size. Old baby mobs used to be smaller, downsized pixels compared to blocks. Oh, I see. Like the pixels, like if you look in here, like these individual little pixels themselves were actually smaller. And now they've reskinned them so that the baby mobs are still small, but their pixel sizes match like the regular blocks pixel size. Is that what you mean? Okay, we've done sugarcane, but we haven't done another wart farm. Which I think the netherwort farm is maybe like a longer term, somewhere further down the line kind of thing. We do need to do a honey farm. I have on here improved sheep field. I talked about that. Here, let's take this one off. The mother shroom. We need to refine. We have like a very rough draft of the mother shroom right now. So we need to refine the shape and layout of it and then start adding details and texturing and stuff like that. I don't think I want to start that today. That's like the next step in this big project, and I don't know if I'm ready for that right now. There's the chapel and graveyard, which before we even do this, we need to do some terraforming, and we need to move our tree farm, or like the area where we're growing the trees. So that could be something we could start today. That's pretty simple and easy. It doesn't take a lot of like brain power. So that's a possibility. The residential neighborhood. This isn't like one big project. This is lots of little projects. So I'm gonna take that off and replace it with homes, new villagers, plus their homes. Because there's a ton of villagers that I want to get to trade with specifically, and I kind of want them to have their own individual shops and homes. So that will kind of take care of any sort of neighborhood aspect. Town map with building. Yes, but this will maybe be towards the end of whenever we're kind of done with the city itself, because I want to wait to do like the most updated map possible. Like we have as much done as possible, or like we're close to done with the entire town, and then we make a map of it, you know? Okay. I don't think I'm gonna put on here, never mind, I lied. Building for sugarcane farm. And again, I think, like I said, I'm gonna do this one on my own as a separate video. Yeah, pretty much. I don't understand Mojang's obsession to pixel consistently, but I would assume they're gonna mess with more textures in game. Yeah, I would think that it's for something that's more on the development back end that matters to them more than it matters to the players, and that it's either going to, I mean, hopefully it's something that's gonna make it easier for them to update the game and fix the game when bugs happen in the future and stuff. Like if it's gonna make their workflow easier and make the game run smoother, then I can understand that. But I think that kind of transparency also with their audience and the player base would help if they would tell us that kind of stuff, you know? All right, let's put on here, improve roads. I think that makes sense. What's up, Undisputed? Is this an SMP? This is not an SMP. This is just a single player world. This is my forever world that I get on here and play in with all of you guys. Okay, I know there's two more things I talked about. Oh, mud farm. Let's put that on here, because that's also going to align with the roads. And then, oh, I'm gonna put on here, what's the right word? I like keeping these simple and easy to understand. We're trying to make, okay, we're actually gonna go over there in a second and I'll show you guys, because we need to go to my XP farm to fill up this pickaxe again. But there's a work in progress build over there, and I want to turn it into a ruin. That's what I'm looking for. Transform castle to ruins. Okay, and I'll show you what I mean in a second, but we do have some things here. Okay, wait, I'm getting distracted. We need to decide what we're doing next. You know what my heart wants to do, you guys? I want to work on the roads. I want to improve the roads. I want to come up with sort of a general pattern or formula that we can use to improve the roads here. Because this isn't, and look at this staircase. This thing is horrible. I don't know what I was thinking when I built it. We need to improve that as well. That needs to change. So yeah, there's a lot to do for the roads, and that's what I'm feeling most inspired to do right now. So let's get some of this sort of chore stuff out of the way. I've got a couple of, I think just one. Yeah, I've got a couple of these sugar boxes to organize. Actually, just one. Plus the ender chest. Excuse me, doggo. Because we can remove all of this stuff. Yeah. Let's get organized. I know it's boring, you guys, but it must be done, and I enjoy it. So y'all can suck it. Okay, functional blocks. That's where the bed goes. That's where the crafting table goes. Redstone, the observers, rails, redstone torch. Ooh, the glass bottles need to go back to the wizard's tower. General decor, that's the glowstone. Let's see. Oh, the glass goes in here. A couple of spruce leaves. Oh, nope, the leaves don't go in there. Never mind. Into greenery. There we go. We got a bunch of dirt, spruce planks. Let's put our dirt away. Scaffolding. I think I put that up here with bamboo and string. Actually, I think I usually just keep scaffolding in the ender chest. Snowball. Let's see. We can pull this enchanted book. I think I'll just leave the gunpowder in the ender chest for now. That way, it should be pretty accessible no matter where we're looking for it. Rotten flesh. I don't like leaving this in the ender chest, but I don't have anywhere better to put it. And I keep meaning to put it into the chests that are over by the mob farm. But I feel like that also really doesn't make sense as a place to store it. I don't know, maybe we can just choose one of these and put rotten flesh in it. Oops, can I access that? Oh no, maybe I can't even access that one. That's good to know. Okay, look, I already have a gunpowder. I have a thing for gunpowder up here. Why don't I just use it? What am I doing? Okay, buckets go in here. Let's see, I should be able to replace some of these. Just for the next time, I want to use the smelter. And then we can put this iron back. And then I had an idea for this deep slate emerald ore. How about this? We get another item frame. And we put it over here as another kind of display. So we can display our netherite template and we can display our deep slate emerald ore. And I think that looks nice, right? Okay, obsidian and crying obsidian both just go in here. Let's put all this gold back. And then the glass bottles, soul speed book, and the rotten flesh. Let's just put the rotten flesh in here. Why not? I'm gonna forget it's in there, but I don't really care. I don't really care. Okay. Soul speed book. We'll put, this is something, I know soul speed is for like when you're in the nether and you're in the soul sand valley, you want soul speed on your boots so that you don't get slowed down by the soul sand. But I kind of feel like I don't really need to put that on my regular diamond boots. That would probably be something I would want to put on. I would want like a boots that I wear just in the nether, right? And so I would put soul speed onto those boots. Maybe even gold boots. As long as we had mending on them, I don't know if that would make them, if gold is too weak of a material that to use for the boots and the soul speed and whatever. I don't know. I'm not in any rush necessarily. But another thing we could do is upgrade our spear and upgrade our trident. Actually, maybe we can at least do the trident. Because I just saw in there I had like channeling. I had a channeling book. And I'm pretty sure... Well, I know before the spear update... you would put channeling on the tridents. But I don't know if it also goes on the spear now that that's available. If it matters. Soul speed use comes at a cost. It consumes a durability. Okay, then we probably want to put it on... Then we definitely don't want to put it on our regular boots. And we'd probably want to put it on a special set of diamond or even netherite, because netherite increases your durability. We'd want to put it on a special pair of boots just for the nether. Riptide 3, mending, unbreaking, free elytra launches from water. Okay, let's go back and see what of those we already have. Is this guy stuck? Oh no. Oh wait, let's go check on all of our villagers and see if we have a bunch of stuck villagers over here. Yep. Yeah, these guys are in like a weird standoff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's rescue. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. Let's rescue this iron golem. Maybe I just might have to take down. Let's see. I can at least take down all of this. And you should be able to get out now, right? Can you go that way? Or no? Come on. Don't go back. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm trying to help you. Please, come on now. You just want to be back here? There's nothing for you back here. And you need to get your ish together. And stop getting stuck on the stairs, please. Okay. I think he's happy here. I don't think he wants to leave. I gave him, maybe, oh, maybe he can't go this way. Let's see. How about now? Is that enough room for you? That's enough room, right? Okay, whatever. Let's just leave him. He's a big boy. He can make his own choices. Let's go see if we can do a little bit of enchanting. Oh, nope. Okay, so these are all of our best books. So we have Channeling and Lunge 3. I feel like Lunge, isn't Lunge just for spears? Does Channeling work on spears now? I don't think we have any of those other ones. Okay. No, we don't even have, well, we have Mending. I don't think we have an Unbreaking 3. Let's see, we have a bunch of books here. Let's see. Smite, Lunge. Oh, Lunge again. We're looking for Riptide. We should have at least one Riptide book here. We have Loyalty. Is that for spears and or tridents? Maybe tridents. Looting, Depth Strider, Piercing, no. Aqua Affinity, Respiration. Okay, we have Riptide 2. Breach 2. I don't even know what Breach is. Breach 2. Flame Protection, Efficiency. Depth Strider. Impaling, Fire Protection. Loyalty and Riptide are incompatible. Channeling and Riptide are also incompatible. Good to know. Respiration, Lunge, Piercing. Blast Protection, Flame. Okay, so we don't even have a Riptide 3. Or an Unbreaking. We do need to roll for an Unbreaking 3 villager. Why don't we do that today? Let's do that as well. Because that's kind of a need, you know, if we're gonna be, because I think everything here, oh yeah, this doesn't even, some of these don't even have Unbreaking on them. And let's see, yeah, I think all my tools and weapons have Unbreaking 3, but still, we're gonna need one for the trident, we're gonna need one for the spear. We're definitely gonna need Unbreaking for whatever we put Soul Speed on. So let's do that. This is just gonna be like a hang out and get things done today. Wait, I think I saw an Unbreaking 3 and Mending book in a chest. Last book in that chest you were looking at earlier. Okay. Well, I've unfortunately flown away, but we'll check that chest when we come back. I know there's a Mending in there. We have a Mending villager. So we can check for, we'll check for that Unbreaking. I thought this was like a full mountain on this side. This is like a half broken thing. Okay, let's take a quick look here. So this is my sort of castle work in progress that I've definitely spent a lot of time on already. But I built this, my original plan was that I wanted to turn, let's free cam it. I wanted to turn this whole area, like all this place in front of it, even around it here, into like a big city. But I think I don't want to do that anymore. I would rather focus on building up Aurora and expanding that city, and then later in the future expanding and doing something else. Like there's this river kind of goes off to an ocean over there that might be fun to do like a harbor port city on or something like that. But I've already done a lot of work on this castle here, of course. I don't want to just abandon it. So my thought was we could take this work in progress and sort of turned it into like a ruined, abandoned castle. Like it's sort of crumbling, and we'll add in greenery and vines, like nature is sort of retaking the place. And then it'd be fun to put in like a little bandit camp in there. Like a group of people have come in, taken it over, and are using it as like a hideaway, something like that. Because I mean, I don't know, you guys, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I've already done a lot of work on it. I do want to do a big castle at some point, but I think if I were going to turn this one, like finish it, I would want to go in and make some changes. Like for example, it's hard to see. I feel like this courtyard here is a little too small, and I would want to move all of this like out to make this courtyard bigger. And I know there's some other stuff that I would want to change and adjust, so I don't know, it might be better to Just sort of take what we have now, transform it. Let's go up a level. And then do an actual castle build sometime in the future, because my vision for it is different than the reality of how it kind of turned out. And now that I've already done it once, I know I could definitely do it again. So that's my thoughts there. That's what I'm leaning toward the most heavily right now. But we are going to take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna do a little bit of AFKing here at the XP farm so we can get this diamond pickaxe healed back up. And then what I do want to do is, hold on, we gotta make sure we leave this open. Let's put it up here. Oh, the spiders are getting me. That's okay. It'll go away in a second. Let's pull up Pinterest, my favorite, and we can get some ideas for what we might want to do for the roads. So, okay, this should be fine. This is just my Minecraft. If I see anything on Pinterest that I like, I put it here. So like, for example, I was using this as sort of some inspiration for the big like city center that we're gonna do. Like with the way that these tiles are laid out, I like the little diagonal shape here. I like how it fits in nicely with the buildings around it. I really like those buildings around it too. What I want, and this is something also, Nitro, that I liked about your world as well, is that it looked like more like a realistic city, like with how close together the buildings were, and everything was like paved and manicured, and you had all those like custom trees in there and stuff. I really enjoy that look and aesthetic. We don't have that yet in Aurora, and I really want to build something like that, either a whole city like that or part of the city is like that. So I'm thinking maybe we do kind of the city center, like we have a big plaza in the middle, and then we put in some shops and houses and stuff that are pretty close together, so we can build out, like we can go for that kind of look and feel that I want. Okay guys, hold on, I'm so sorry about the spider noises. Let me turn off mob sounds, because that's gonna get real annoying real quick. Okay. Here's an example of a road that I shared. I don't know if I think sprawl is something to focus on, expand outwards, and don't scatter builds too much. Yeah, I definitely have heretofore been a sort of scatter the builds kind of person, and I want to kind of switch that around and do more of a like expanding within the space that we already have instead of expanding outside of where we're already building, which I know I definitely didn't do when we built up the sugarcane farm, because I like went across to another hill and built that. But I think when we do the city center, and I think when we build up the neighborhoods, we'll have a chance to sort of bring in that more like paved, connected, like more closely connected look and feel. And to connect things, we need roads. We need roads to connect things. And I want nice, pretty, more like paved roads, and maybe even a couple small variations. Like we can find a variation where we can use for the more developed areas where the buildings are closer and there's less grass on the ground and it's more just build after build with roads in between. And then maybe we can have a version for the more outer, like rural edges where it's a little more open and scattered. But something like this is cool. Like, I feel like this looks really good. Like, me as not the person who made it looking at it, but I feel like if I tried to make this, it wouldn't look good. Like combining the grass with the coarse dirt with the, oh God, what do you call that? When you scoop, you use the shovel to scoop the top layer of dirt. I know there's a specific word for it within the Minecraft lexicon, and I just can't think of it right now. But we could try something like this. I like the idea of having borders around our roads in some way or another. There's a couple examples here. Yeah, like this is almost a little too messy for me. I don't like that as much. Here's the natural. This is sort of like one step up from what we're already doing right now. Hold on guys, 1 second. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, but I've realized, you know how my eyes sometimes start to burn and my nose runs? I can just turn away from the camera so that you guys don't have to see me like wiping my face every time. I think one thing that might make a city significantly better is narrow corridors between builds. Yes, I agree. That's like exactly the kind of aesthetic that I want to bring into our world more, is having builds very close together and having like smaller spaces between them. Because yeah, that's just like a completely different look. Like it is more of like an urban city look, and I really like it. Okay, these are similar to what we already have. I think they're just kind of like elevated a little bit, like a step up. I think this one is bringing in the packed mud, and that's something that I want to do, is use the packed mud, because I really like that. Especially I like the Mizuno's texture of it. But I also want to find an example that's more paved, kind of like this, but not brick. I think there's a time and a place for brick in this world, and we have not hit it yet. I'm gonna go crazy once we do start using brick, but we're not there yet. Because I really like brick buildings in Minecraft. There's this flowery path. I actually kind of like this. I think, is this Mizunos? No, it's not. But this also brings in the mud and the packed mud, and I kind of like the flowers on the coarse dirt. So this is a good option. Let's see, all the options we like, I'm gonna leave them up so we can go back and reference them. What's up, Skull Spotter over on Rumble? I appreciate the offer. I would love to help out, but I don't have my Rumble pulled up right now. But I'll definitely check you out afterwards. Okay, let's see. I shared an example of a narrow corridor I have on the Discord. I think this is one of the better ones I managed to get in Novella. Okay, let me pull up Discord. And we'll take a quick look. It is very cool to have a Discord now. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined the Discord. It's fun to see you guys all popping in and saying hello and chatting and stuff. If you haven't joined the Discord, please do. Let's see. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, I can't put links in the chat. Never mind. It's in the stream description. Come join us on Discord, please. Please. It's so much fun. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let me pull this up. Yeah, this is a really nice little view. I love the like kind of small kind of corner alleyway, all the little details that you put in there as well. I feel like the smaller you go with the details, like the more you kind of niche down into like, this is a small area, but I want to make it as pretty and detailed as possible. I feel like that really makes the world feel like expansive and more lived in and more realistic when you put in that attention to detail. So yeah, very nice. Thank you for sharing that with all of us. Definitely some good inspiration there for what I'm trying to go for. Okay, let me go back to, my board. I know I have more paths saved. Look, this is when I decided we were gonna do that mushroom village, which we're still gonna do, don't get me wrong. And then I went crazy looking for inspiration for mushroom builds and such. Okay. Maybe this one we can use. I know it says cave, but I like this more, like this looks a little more developed and a little more paved. Like this would be something, some sort of inspiration we could use for like cobblestone streets when we're doing those more developed paths and we're trying to like fill in the spaces between builds, not with grass and with nature, but with stone. I think this is a good example for that because it still brings in some of the green and the mossy cobblestone, which I like just as a block in general, like a mixture of the nature versus the man-made. Let's see, I do like this look of the kind of more natural, organic looking retaining wall with the path going through. I do like that. My Pinterest is also just like free and open and public. There's also a link to it in the stream description or the video description. So if you want to come browse my inspiration, feel free. There's some other random stuff on here that is like fine. Look, this is like, look at this castle. This is sort of the inspiration kind of that I was taking for the one that I was building. But I think, oh, come on. I think I can do better than what I've already built. This is more castle stuff. Okay, maybe I saved less roads than I thought I did. This is the original image that inspired me to want to even build a castle in the first place. I mean, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. This giant room with the chandeliers and the whole wall of bookshelves. I want to do something like this, and I feel like the one that I made isn't really big enough or doesn't really have the right kind of space to do something like this. Okay, I'm bored of looking through my Minecraft. I'm just gonna do a really quick scroll. I'm sorry if I'm going too fast for anybody, but I just wanna go back into the deep recesses to see if I saved any other paths. Doesn't look like it. What is this? That's a cool build. I've shared I think a lot of, for these Pinterest builds, there are a lot of meta builds which look grand on scale but unrealistic for the typical player to build. Yeah, I've noticed that too. I'd say just a basic palette with a few blocks is as good as the ones shown online. Yeah, I feel like the ones online, especially, here, let's go back up, let's find one. Oop, too far. Like some of the really big builds are definitely like, oh, they did this in creative or they did this with some extra mods. And yeah, it looks really cool. See, like this, from this angle, this definitely looks really cool. But if you think about the actual building proportions of it, this roof is gigantic. It has to be in order to get this steep curve to it. But there isn't any utility for this in like a builder's world. Or like a survival building world. And if you were to stand here as like a little tiny guy at the bottom right in front of the steps, I think it would look like almost too big. But it's obviously a very cool layout. I mean, I like the style of it. I like what they did with the roofs and how they did the little inside-outside pattern there. And the overall shape of it, the overall silhouette is nice. So I try to take inspiration from like a general sense like that. What's up, Blitz? Blitz 867, how's it going? Blitz says hobbit hole question mark. I do like that idea. I was actually thinking of doing a hobbit hole for the honey farm, and we actually have a space back in Aurora that would be, it's already kind of like a natural cave that I think would actually be perfect for a hobbit hole. So we could either do a farm in there, or we could do, we could put a couple villagers in there actually, which might be a little bit better of an idea. Then the farm can go somewhere else. But yeah, I'll show you guys whenever we go back. I'll take a little look. I'll show you guys my idea for where the hobbit hole could go. And you guys let me know what you think. All right, let's smack these spiders. See if we get enough to fill our pickaxe back up. With that cathedral interior I showed in Discord, I built the interior with a rather small palette of blocks and also used the most hated block in the game there, using primarily diorite. I did notice that in that build specifically, but then it looked like in some of your other ones, you did use a lot of diorite. Which is funny because, yeah, I do feel like that one's a little, that diorite can be a little tricky to use. But let's see. Oh, that did pretty good. Let's fill up this one a little bit too. But yeah, I do think that I agree with you that keeping your color palette or your block palette simpler is always better. And you can add in the detail with the details. But what's a better way to say that? Like you can use the blocks within those palettes to build out the details instead of bringing in a variety of blocks. So like, for example, if you're using diorite and like birchwood or spruce wood, you can use all of the different types of spruce wood, from the slabs to the stairs, to the fences, to the trapdoors. You're still staying within that same kind of palette, but then the different shapes and textures are what really add the detail rather than bringing in different colors or different blocks. And like same thing with the diorite, because you have like the diorite slabs and the diorite walls and stuff. And you can do a lot just with those different shapes rather than trying to fully change the blocks themselves and the colors and stuff. Like, to me, it's kind of crazy. And I'm not trying to like rag on anyone, of course, but it's kind of crazy when people like plan out an entire build and they need like 2 blocks of some obscure material that's difficult to get, that you have to like go to the end and fight 14 ender dragons and take their ender pearls to this one specific spot and wait for an hour, and you know, that's obviously an exaggeration, but people are like doing all of that just to get 1 or 2 blocks for a build. And it just seems like too much work for me. It's more than I would want to do. I would rather just find a way to make it work based on the blocks that I already have at my disposal, and then try and be creative with what's already in my possession. Have you guys heard the phrase, I think it's restraint breeds creativity, or creativity thrives in restraint, or something like that? Basically, if you have like 0 limitations and the sky's the limit and you can do whatever you want, then you're not necessarily being creative whenever you make something within that scope, because you can do whatever you want. So there's no challenge, or there's no like problem solving to do. But if you put these limitations and restraints on yourself, or you have them placed on you due to the circumstances, or you know, the client that you're doing this job for, whatever. I'm coming at it from a more like graphic design, client to designer point of view as well, just because that's my own personal experience and history. But when you have those restraints placed on yourself, then you have to be creative and you have to problem solve. And you may run into a issue of, well, what do I put here? What does this look like? I want to do this, but I don't have those materials available. Okay, let me figure out a better way to do it, you know? And I think that is more, like in a situation like that, you have to be more quote unquote creative, because you don't just have a blank slate to do whatever you want, because of the limitations that can force you to think in new ways or adapt to a problem or a circumstance. And I think that doing that is more overall rewarding than just building something when you can do whatever you want with no confinements. Does that make sense? For all my builds, they all don't go through creative mode at all, so they're pretty much just planned on the fly in survival. Yeah, I feel like, especially when it comes to Minecraft, there's definitely a different look and feel between people who build in creative and then take it into their survival, and people who just build in survival. Not that one's necessarily better than the other, because it's an open world game, like play the game however you want. People create amazing things both ways. I personally I enjoy the process of building a lot. So I don't want to I don't think, I haven't tried it, of course. Maybe I would eat my words if I tried it, but I haven't necessarily. Ooh, did you guys hear that? We got some thunder out there. We'll hit a couple more of these spiders. We're close to doing pretty well with all of our weapons and armor and stuff. And then we'll go back home. I mean, I might change my mind if I tried it, but to me, the idea of building, if I'm doing like a single build, building it in creative and then using like Lightmatica to transport it into survival, and then when you're just like following the blueprint and just placing the blocks and stuff, that just doesn't really appeal to me, because I like the process of trying something, taking a step back. Oh, it doesn't work. Let me go tear it down and try again. Let me look through my chests and my shulkers and see what items I have already on hand that I can use to fill this spot that needs some extra detail. And sometimes you come up with things in those kind of more restricted scenarios that you wouldn't have come up with if you had just had complete access to every single block in creative. But again, I say that as someone who has not even tried creative to Minecraft building. I've done a little bit. We'll actually probably go into my creative world a little later here, when we start planning out some of the road builds. I'll show you guys how I do use creative. But, and I know I've mentioned this fairly recently, but I would see myself using it in terms of even like what we were just talking about, where I want to build up a more like robust city center area where we have a lot of buildings, where we have like a neighborhood, and ooh, it's kind of scary to be up flying around in a thunderstorm. I lost my train of thought, or I'm trying to get back to it. I know what it is. I just got to find my way back. I could see myself using the creative to Lightmatica to survival pathway whenever we're building like a neighborhood or a city center or something like that, where I do want to have sort of a blueprint that gets repeated a couple of times. Like if we have like 3 or 4 very similar looking buildings that look kind of something like this, or that, you know how vanilla Minecraft has like templates that they use for their villages. If we came up with a couple of templates and then ended up just repeating those, and then along the way making small tweaks and stuff. And so it would definitely be easier to repeat those builds using a tool like Creative and Lightmatica, rather than trying to remember it in the brain and then build it from there, or just having references and building it. It would save a lot of time, which is certainly... Oh, it cleared up. The weather cleared up. Which is certainly a consideration. Anything, I do enjoy efficiency. I really enjoy making processes more efficient. Okay, we have a mending book here, but I don't think we have another Unbreaking 3. So we definitely need an Unbreaking 3 villager. And then let's go take a look at that hobbit hole possibility. It's just across the bridge over here. Hold on, let me see if I can take a drink of water while I'm... Oh. Don't forget to stay hydrated out there, you guys. Drink some water or something else on a regular basis. It's so important. So important. Okay, so we have this little cave here that naturally spawned into this area. And I want to clear out, this is our like kind of tree farm right now. I want to clear all this out. I want to terraform it, smooth it out, make it better, move the tree farm somewhere else. And so I was thinking that this would be a good place to put some sort of little like hobbit hole, something that's going into the cliff or the wall, because A, this was already here, and I like trying to follow whatever the natural terrain is and do some refining and adjusting, but not necessarily like fully changing the terrain. So to take this and adapt it into like a little hobbit hole, I think would be fun. Ooh, what if it was, okay, I'm getting ideas. What if it was like a little cafe like a little specialty cafe. And then this area right here, we could decorate and make like a cute little walkway and put some like tables and stuff out where people would come and sit. And then I'm envisioning all of this up here turning into maybe like a retaining wall sort of thing. Instead of being like a grass hill, it would be more like developed, I think is the best word that I have for for what I want to do. And then there'd probably be like a staircase that goes up here. This top area is going to lead into the graveyard and the church. So yeah, I do think it would be fun to put like a little hobbit hole building here. And then we'd clear out this space. We have room here for another building. This might turn into like sort of a tiered flower field maybe. I think one way that really helps building is just copy off or inspire from real world references for a style. Before I started Novella, I built mainly scattered from what I saw on YouTube, but Novella was based off Renaissance Italy, which I've grown accustomed to building now. Yeah, you definitely have I was getting very like Florence, Italy vibes from the pictures that you showed, with all of the like red roofs and stuff, and the like close packed city buildings. That's definitely something I haven't done yet, is use real, like take inspiration from real world buildings and stuff. I usually just, oh, he got out. Okay, good. The iron golem got out. We'll probably just leave this open like this because I'd rather him be able to get in and out than him to just get stuck all the time. Let's sleep in here in our little cave with the villagers. LOL, you guessed it exactly. I was aiming for emphasis on the Tuscany region. Yeah, that definitely comes across, Nitro, 100%. But yeah, I agree. I think it would be a nice sort of challenge for myself to take inspiration from some real world stuff rather than just other people's Minecraft builds. So maybe that's something we can lean into as we're building out some of the more like city parts. Okay. I want to get a Unbreaking 3 villager. So we're gonna summon a villager right into this little spot after I put this back, and we're gonna roll for an Unbreaking 3 villager until it happens. So allow commands on. If you're new around here, I'm a dirty rotten cheater and I do not care to wrangle villagers or breed them or whatnot, so we summon them. All right, you want to take a job? Lunge. Not what I want. Let's try again. Want to take a job? Aqua Affinity. Not what I want. No books. Not what I want. Nope. Let's try again. Silk Touch. A good one. We already have it. Not what I want. Nope. Nope. Scoot back, please. How about now? Nope. not in there. Thank you. Nope. Get out. Take a job. Fire protection 4. That's a good one, but I'm pretty sure I already have a fire protection villager. Actually, I think that the villager who was here used to be a fire protection guy, and then he got zombified and died at some point. Multi-shot. Ooh, I feel like that's only for crossbows, though. And not what we want. Out, please. Excuse me. Thank you. Take a job. Nope. Oops, sorry. That was my fault. I pushed you. Okay. Nope. Let's try again. Respiration, no. Okay, I'm sorry I keep pushing you. Maybe we trade spots. You want to hop out there? You want to go? Wow, I'm so close to his face. This is hilarious. It looks like, for some reason, it looked like my pickaxe was teeny tiny next to his giant face. Okay. Let's try again. No. Unbreaking 3. No. No. I want to say I feel like we're getting closer, but I know it really doesn't matter. It's not a... There's not really a getting closer kind of thing. It's all luck of the draw. No. Loyalty 2. No. Unbreaking 3. Come on. Nope. You can also gamble and put the trident in the enchantment table and see what you get. Yeah, I do want to do that. I do want to do that. We'll see. Let's see. We'll go for another, I don't know, couple of minutes here with this guy and see if we can't get a breaking 3. Even if we don't get it, we'll just like take a break. We'll take a break and we'll go. We can see like what's available on the trident and on the spear and see if we can get anything good. And then maybe we'll work on some of the like road designs in creative mode. And then we'll either come back to this guy or I'll just keep doing it on my own. Grinding for an unbreaking 3. Curse of Vanishing. Absolutely not. But yeah, I know this is boring. Fascinating. And I'm saying this sarcastically. What fascinating content I'm giving you guys right now. Aren't I just the best Minecraft streamer there ever was and ever will be? As I break and place the same block 1,000 times. For the point whatever % chance that we get unbreaking 3. Come on. Okay, we'll do this until 7:40 my time. So that's what, 3 more minutes? If we don't get it, we'll take a break and we'll come back and try again. Knockback 2. Not quite. Luck of the Sea. No. Thorns 3. No. Feather Falling 4. That's a really good one. I'm pretty sure one of my other villagers already has it. Respiration 3. No. All right, 2 more minutes, you guys. Oh boy. Riptide 2. Infinity. Well, at least this guy, I feel like he's been very accommodating. I feel like last time I did this, they would just like, they kept running around, they kept jumping in the hole. They wouldn't just stand there and let me place it. They were like running into me and stuff, so I appreciate how easy he is being. Frostwalker. Does that let you... That probably lets you walk on snow, huh? Loyalty 3. Frostwalker 1. Density 1. Aqua Affinity. There's definitely a little bit of a gambling element here. That I'm kind of enjoying. Sharpness 5. For 64 emeralds. A whole stack of emeralds for one Sharpness 5 book? That's crazy. Frostwalker lets you walk on water as it turns the water to frosted ice. Oh, that's cool. Does that... Is frosted ice... Is that different from like the other ice that you find? Like the blue... What? There's like regular ice and blue ice, right? Is it in any way useful for making like ice highways and stuff? Frostwalker? Does it turn into that kind of ice? Fortune 1. Oh no, we already got... We got a fortune guy earlier. We don't need fortune. Frostwalker. Okay. Oh, we hit the 5-minute mark, guys. Okay, a couple more. See, look, now I sound like a gambler. Just a couple more times. Let me just roll the trade a couple more times. Maybe this one will be it. Efficiency 5. No. Impaling 2. Okay. I'll try 3 more times. 1. No. 2. No. Okay, last try. If we don't get it. We didn't get it. We're moving on. All right, now you can go in the hole. Oh, he just pushed me in the hole. Frosted ice cannot be obtained in item forms. It will melt as soon as it is exposed to light or sunlight. Okay, so it's not useful then. Flame. All right. Nope. You are nothing to me yet. Don't jump out. Shoot. Well, that's what I was trying to avoid that. Okay. Let's just leave it empty for now. Actually, let's break... Oops. Let's break his work block. And I'll just hold on to it. And then we'll try again in a little bit. Okay, put this all back. Don't tell me you're stuck again. You can get out. You can get out. You chose this. All right. Let's go home. Let's do some... Oop. Let's enchant our spear and trident and see what we get. And then we'll probably do some work in our creative world to start to figure out some designs for the pathways. and then we'll be done. We're definitely gonna go longer today than 8 p.m. because I already did my workout, so I don't have to go after stream, and we can hang out a little longer. Tools and weapons. Okay, so we have a trident, and we have 2 spears. One already has lunge on it. Let's grab the other one and just see if we get anything cool. And then, yeah, everything else we need is up here already. One hidden perk to Frostwalker that people might not know is that you do not take any damage from magma blocks if you walk over it. I certainly did not know that. Let's see, would that be useful? Then that would probably be useful like in the Nether, where there's when there's a lot more magma blocks. Okay, let's see what we're getting on this trident, you guys. Ooh, Unbreaking 3 and maybe more. Okay, that's pretty good, right? I should not pass that up. All right, let's see what we get. Ooh, oh my gosh. That was really lucky. Wait, Riptide 3 and Unbreaking 3. And that's, what, 2 of the 3 that we want? And Mending, right? Let me see what you said. Riptide 3, Mending 3, and Unbreaking 3. Free Elytra launches from the water. Okay, so, you guys, that's amazing. We have a Mending book. Very good roll. Just put Mending and repair it as Riptide uses durability. Yes. Mending. Wait, other way. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, you guys. That's awesome. Okay. What does it have? Durability is literally 41 out of 250. So yeah, we're gonna go mend that up before we use it. But I want to do that today, right now. Lunge 3. I mean, we already have a spear with lunge 3 on it, so I guess we could try. Yeah, it's just lunge 3. You know what? I don't like that. Again, we already have a lunge 3. Let's grindstone it and see if we can get anything else exciting. Okay, smite 4, but we don't have the levels for it. Okay, let's go get the levels. Let's go repair this trident. You have roughly 160 launches before that breaks, so you have a bit left. Just watch the durability. Okay. Then maybe we won't go all the way back over there right now. Or we could, you know what we could do, guys? I haven't done this in a while. We could go down into like the ancient city that's beneath this mountain, and we could go mine some skulk for some XP. Let's do that. Because we only need, what, 2 levels to enchant the other one? But let's try this out. So do you have to do the... How do you do it? Okay. We got a little bit of a lunge there. There we go. Okay, I feel like it didn't shoot us up as far. Look at this single black sheep. What's up, guy? Do you hear him baa back at us? What you want? All right, we'll leave him alone. For max boost, immediately hit space once you begin launching. Once you master it, you can launch yourself 100 blocks in the air on Elytra. Okay, let's try it again. So you said for max boost. Okay, I feel like that got a little higher. When you say hit space once you begin launching, do you mean like a double Is it like the double space bar that you do when you fly with the elytra, or can you just hit it one time? Maybe because I feel like I'm not going quite up hard. Okay, there we go. Actually, that was much better. That was a good, solid oomph up there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think it's really nice. That's gonna be really handy to be able to launch. What is this doing here? Must have been an Enderman. Yeah, super handy to be able to launch from water. I like that. Cool, exciting. Let's place this somewhere. Okay, what else did I say we were gonna do? Oh, we're gonna go get some skulk for XP. Roughly a 45-degree launch angle is ideal, and make sure you surface as far up as you can before launching. Okay, so you want to be like up on the top of the water, launching at a 45-degree angle. Got it. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. I recommend in water, hold the spacebar and then launch yourself, and then spam spacebar after launch to activate the elytra. Okay, wait, let's try again. Let's see if we can get, let's try again. Let's see if we can get even higher. Okay, so this is spacebar. I'm holding spacebar. If I'm looking up like that, that's sort of a 45-degree angle, right? Okay. I think that was the highest. That was definitely the highest we've gotten so far. I recommend the F3 menu so you can see how far you can go. Ooh, it got like misty. Is it raining? Oh, it started raining. F3. Okay, wait. Where does it tell me how high I'm going? Oh, that's probably at your like XYZ block, huh? Duh. Oh, my head's in the way. Let me see if I can move my head. Let me see if I can not drown as well. That would be good too. Okay, hold on, guys. XYZ chords, look at Y. Yes, thank you. Okay. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. You guys have seen my secret. This border around my face isn't actually a border around my face. It's just a green block behind my webcam. Okay. You should be able to see my coordinates now. So yeah, let's see. We're starting off at Y62. So let's see how high we can get. Okay, that hit 110. So that wasn't quite 100 blocks up, but I also don't think I did it quite right. Let's try again. You can have fun in the rain too. Try propelling yourself in the rain. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, let's get up there. Let's see. Okay, that got us higher. That got us close to 100 blocks. Let's see. Yes. Just don't hit anything or else you will die. Okay, I won't. But yeah, oh my gosh, look at that. We're literally flying through the rain clouds. Ah, that's so much fun. Okay, let's see how far we can go. Ooh, I feel like we're flying fast. I think that's just the elytra though. Can you keep it going? Yeah, buddy. Oh my gosh. I love that. Okay, I feel like using Riptide in the rain is throwing me further. and faster is throwing me faster than I would go with a rocket. I feel like I'm flying way faster, you guys. Is that just me? Is that just my perception? The fastest you can go on Elytra is spam Riptide 3 in the rain. Okay, so we are going faster then. Because yeah, look at us. We're not gliding. I feel like we're actually still like legitimately flying. Oh, this is so fun. Oh my God. Let's see. It's kind of tough because you can't see the terrain super well. But it's fun to know you're flying. Flying fast like nobody's business. Okay, let's... I don't think I've been here. I've probably been here. Is that a horse? That's a donkey. A donkey. All right, sun's going down. Ooh. I think I forgot to trigger the Elytra. There we go. Ooh, we're above the clouds now. Okay, let's see if we can find our way home. Flying through the rain. Oh, that's cool. You can kind of see it like flying by you. Yeah, we're going so fast, you guys. We're zooming. We're zooming with this thing. You can surface launch in the rain. No need for water there. Oh, wait, like this? Yeah, cool. Sick. Okay, well, that's exciting. I'm glad we rolled for that because we got a really good one. Okay, now, actually, let's sleep. Just in case, keep our villagers safe. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. You know what, you guys? I'm going to take a little break. I know it's almost 8, but I think we're going to go, we're probably honestly going to go until like 9 today. We'll get close to like a 3-hour stream. So I'm going to take a quick break, like 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back. We're going to go mine some Skulk for some XP, see if we can enchant our spear. Just roll for it, see what we get. And then we're going to do a little bit of creative work for the roads, okay? So don't go anywhere. I'll be back. 5 minutes. And I'm back. That wasn't too long. That wasn't even a full 5 minutes. Aren't you guys lucky? What's up, Skull Spotter? TY, have an N1 day. I'm over here. Hello, I see you over there. Have an N1 day? What's an N1 day? Is that a... Was that a mistype? Or is that some slang that I don't know anything about? But I did follow you, so... Nice to see you back here. Okay. Let's head to the mines, my friends. Let's head to the mines. Big drop. Watch out. We're basically going all the way to bedrock. And let's run down here to our big lava lake underground. Cool. So yeah, this place full of skulk. All of that over there, skulk, 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 skulk. Look at all that. Oh my gosh. And then I've started over here. Look, there's even some, oh my gosh, look, there's even some right above us that we could mine. That's kind of hard to get to. I've gone, oh boy, over here and started to just mine out. Oh, like there was even some, there's even some down here, but just to, started to mine out some of the skulk. Like for XP and stuff like that. But yeah, oh my gosh, look at all that. Look at it. Ugh, I love how it like pulses and you see the little turquoise color and stuff. So cool. There we go. That's what we want. We're trying to get levels, so I'm gonna remove this. Warden Farm might be good for farming skulk catalysts. They are worth 10 XP each when you break them. Oh, each skulk block is only worth 1 XP. I did not know that you got more XP from mining the catalyst. Oh. Oh, I called the warden. Oops, 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 oops. Oops, oops, oops. Let's get out of here. That was a big, big accident. Oh no. Oh no. Correction, should be 5 XP, not 10 XP. Well, that's pretty good. It seems like a warden farm would be a lot, though. What is it? What is the, like, if it's easy enough to explain, what is the, like, base mechanic? Because does the warden create catalysts? And then, yeah. See, I don't even know how that would work. Okay, let's try this again. I know I set off something with literally, I broke 2 blocks and set off a shrieker. So let's go find. I feel like it's super sensitive. I just like walked. I didn't even do anything. I did a little jump. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of scary. Each shrieker activation increases alert level by 1. Okay, so that's so it is more sensitive after I've already activated it once. Okay, well then maybe we won't do this. Or maybe we can try climbing up. Alert level decreases by 1 every 10 minutes. Once you get 3 strikes, warden spawns. Okay, so we've gotten 2 strikes so far, which isn't great. Maybe we can get up here. instead. Because it looks like all of this is just mostly or I mean, maybe there's shriekers up here. Let's find out. Next time you activate it, a warden will spawn. Yeah, I would really rather not spawn a warden right now. So let's see if we can maybe avoid that. But yeah, I think if we can get up here. Oh yeah, look at this. I think I've already been up here before. Let's see. Okay, I think we're pretty safe. This looks like just sculpt that's on the wall. It doesn't look like there's any shriekers around. Watch me be wrong about that. But it's okay. We're having fun, right? What's life without a little bit of danger? We only need one more level because we just need to get to 30, right? To be able to enchant to the highest degree. Once a warden spawns, simply run as you have 6 seconds before the spawning animation completes. Okay, yeah, I've always just run from the wardens. I have never tried to stick around to test my luck with that. Make sure you put trident in offhand so it repairs. Okay, I will, let's see. The XP you're getting is repairing the pickaxe, so you're not getting any XP. Are you kidding me? That's lame. Okay, well then we can at least repair the trident. No wonder the XP bar ain't moving. But I want the XP because we're trying to get to 30 levels. Okay, well, you know what? We will repair the trident. We'll do that later. We'll just repair the pickaxe and then we'll get the XP. Once the pickaxe is repaired, because it's almost full, so that should be okay. That's okay. Oops. Let's see. If this ends up taking too long, you guys will abandon ship and we'll just go into creative and we'll have some fun. I mean, it'd be nice to do this last little bit of enchanting, but I'm not married to it. Use another right hole on Skulk. It'll drill through it with efficiency 5. I do have a hoe, but do you not get the XP if you use a hoe? Oh, you do. Oh, okay. Well, this isn't another right hoe, but what does it have? It is an efficient hoe. I don't know why I was using the pickaxe. I forgot about the hoe. Yeah, that's much faster. Jeez. This is what I was looking for. Now it's just repairing the hoe, though. Oh no, we're getting levels. I don't think this hoe has mending on it. Never mind, we're getting levels. I'm not complaining. Okay. Let's see. We just need to get up to level 30, you guys. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I gotta eat. I'm hungry. Okay. Let's see. We should be able to pillar up. Oh, I love the sound that the deep slate makes when you place it. Super satisfying. Oops. Okay, we're close, you guys. Yeah, level 30. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, can I make that jump? Nope, I didn't even jump. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, let's just see. Oh, this is gonna bring us to our ladder. There's an amethyst here. This is the middle of our drop down to the mines. So we will actually be getting a little shortcut by going this way. Because see, look, this drop takes us down to the bottom of the strip mine. So we can just hop on the ladder here and get up and go home. Also, if you haven't already, you guys, please hit the like button on the stream, especially if you're on YouTube. It really helps me out. And subscribe or follow the channel if you want more. I'm streaming every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. PST, sometimes Saturdays in the afternoon. And then I also post at least once a week, ideally twice a week. I'm posting long plays that are very chill, cozy, ASMR style, kind of like sleep companion long plays. So we've got a fun little thing going on here. I'd love to see you all back. Whether you're chatting or whether you're just lurking in the background and watching, I appreciate the company. Always. All right, let's see. This has Smite Forward, which I feel like is a pretty good one, and something else. So we'll see. Nope, just Smite 4. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay, now it's time to go to creative mode. I know I just talked a lot of ish about creative mode, but I do like using it to do some planning and some ideating. So like this is my this is my current creative world. You might see some resemblances to our flower farm. This was the color palette. I was like playing around with the different blocks for our wizard's tower. Over here, I was working on some roof designs and proportions for that big castle that I showed you guys earlier. So I do like using creative mode, but just as more of a planning sort of thing. Okay, but we need to work on some paths. So let's get rid of all of this stuff and let's pull out the mud, like these mud bricks. I was interested in using, what else? Should we look at our inspiration? Let's see. So we had the mud, we had the coarse dirt. They have just regular stone here on the outsides with the bushes. We definitely need coarse dirt. We need those mud bricks. We need bushes. We need some stone and such. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Mud bricks, coarse dirt, stone. They were using that kind of stone. We could try stone bricks. What else? Infested cobblestone. We don't want that. Not at all. Stone. Let's grab a button. let's see, we need just regular dirt, or we need this, dirt path. It's a path block. That's the word I was looking for, was path. When you turn a dirt into a path block. Okay. And then leaves. We'll just go oak leaves, keep it simple. Flowers, let's see. Wildflowers, let's do that. Okay, I think that's good. Oh, let's get a fence. We'll do oak fence. So, I want to start by kind of copying. Here, what am I doing? Let's just get a shovel instead of the path block, and we can use that to turn it into path. Okay, so this is what we have right now. Just sort of like these kind of slightly asymmetrical, kind of more natural looking like paths. Okay, so let's say we want to take the paths and kind of upgrade them to the next best thing. What would that look like? We would probably take like the mud bricks and place them in at some various intervals. Like that. And then we do the same thing with the coarse dirt. The coarse dirt would maybe kind of stay on the edges more. Like that. I feel like we want more of this though. I feel like these should maybe be the main block. And the path blocks are kind of like an accessory. The mud bricks, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. And then we'd want to put fences along the way to sort of add a framing to it. And then it would be the oak leaves. Something. Oh, and then they had the stone. Okay, let's do this first. All right, it's getting dark. We'll sleep in a moment here. Could we put these? You can only put these on like dirt, right? Yeah. So if we were gonna add wildflowers, we would need to make sure we have either dirt. What's up, Lucky7? Yo, Unk, what we doing? Yo, Unk? Are you calling me Unk? Do I look like an Unk? Lucky7, right now we're in the creative world, my creative world, and we're doing some, they took my bed. We're experimenting with some designs for, look at all these guys, let's sleep with them. We're experimenting with some designs for paths that will be going into our actual world. So I'm trying to design something. Right now we just have these like path blocks, and I want to do something a little better, trying to bring in like these mud bricks. I'm not a big fan of the flowers or the coarse dirt here, so let's get rid of those. See if we can try something different. Com2006 over on Kick says hello. Hello, Com. What's up? How's it going? What if we left some regular dirt in there? So it looks like a little overgrown. What's cracking? Not much. Just a little bit of building. What if we do more mud bricks? It looks fresh though. Thank you, Lucky. I appreciate that. Did you try moss yet? I haven't tried moss yet. Are you saying moss in, like in the ground here? Next to the mud bricks, maybe next to the grass? We could try that. If you want to stop the daylight cycle, you can type game rule do daylight cycle false. Ooh, let's try that. Because yeah, it's kind of annoying to have to sleep when it gets dark. I'd rather it just live and be good. Okay. Game rule. I have an extra. Game right, do a daylight cycle. Equals false. What's going on here? Why is it not working? Well, the last time I've been on Minecraft since like 2021, I guess. It's been a long time. Yeah, that is a long time. 2021? That's 5 years ago. That's a long time. Try all lowercase. Okay. Were you like really big into it, Calm? Were you a big Minecrafter? Oops. Or were you a casual player? Because a lot has definitely changed since then. For fun, yeah. Hey, as long as you're having good fun, that's what matters. Guys, choose a gem for playing Minecraft again. I'm a gem. That's funny. I mean, I'm not the only person on the internet playing Minecraft right now. There's no way. But I mean, I also, I've had this world for 2 years, almost 2 years now. And before that, I didn't play since like 2019 or 2018. So I'm definitely one of those people who's like picking it up again after years and years without it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's my first time playing since like 2015 or 14, I think. Dang. A lot has changed just for fun. Yeah, definitely a lot has changed since 2015 or 2014. Lots of updates, lots of changes. I do like the moss. Looking at it here, I do like the moss. I definitely think it adds just like a little bit extra to the texture. I think I like it more on the outer edges here, maybe not on the path itself. Let's see, what if we just did regular mud next to the mud brick? Java doesn't have the equal sign, I think. LOL, I'm always used to the equal sign from programming. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to break those habits. Ooh, I like the mud in mixed with the mud brick. I think that's good. Okay, let me try that again. Oh, I should still have it copied. I feel like I've tried to do some commands before. And like looked up what they're supposed to be on like Google and stuff, and then it doesn't work. Let's see if I can just type it in. Where are you from? I'm from the West Coast of the United States. So I'm an American girl, Born and raised. Due date. Where are you from, Com? Due. Comfy, yeah? Am I comfy? What, like right now? Or in life in general? I mean, yes to both. I'm pretty comfy right now. And life is good overall. I can't complain. Probably need cheats enabled first. I thought I did. Okay, let's try again. One more time. I'm from the Middle East of Asia. That's cool. More like North Asia or South Asia? What time is it over there? It's gotta be, it's either like super early in the morning, right? Of the next day, of Wednesday. But I grew up in the west side of America. Okay. So you kind of know, you know what life is like out here. I'm sure it's very different from East Asia. What's the reason you moved? If you don't mind me asking. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, you know, stuff about yourself, no pressure, but I like making conversation with you guys. Haven't been there for 8 years to America. That's a long time. I would say it's funny, a lot has also changed in America over the last 8 years. It's very different. Very different nowadays. I found it on Java. It's game rule time advanced time false. Okay, cool. Thank you for looking that up. Let me copy what you posted. In Bedrock, it's the due daylight cycle. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. That worked. A decade almost. Yeah, decade. That's a long time. Grow some gray hair on me. Yeah, I mean that's part of life, right? Getting older, you get some gray hairs. Do you enjoy living in East Asia? Was it a good move for you, Calm? Or do you miss America? The path surely needs a stone button. Okay, let me see. Should we do a stone button or should we do a button that kind of matches the mud bricks? Like let's see, we can try the bamboo or the oak or the stone. Let's see. You guys let me know what you like best. This is a couple stone buttons. Here's the oak buttons. Let's put one here. It's raining outside right now. I hope you're staying nice and cozy and dry then. I do. Do you like the rain or no? I love the rain. I always love it when it rains. Honestly, anything that would look nice. I think based on like the color palette that we have here, I think the oak or the bamboo, I think the oak looks the best just because it matches. But we also need to do a version of this path that's more stone and and like the stone bricks and stuff. So let's bring in the stone buttons into that version. Another command I like is manual time set with time set value, where the value can be 0 to 24,000. Okay, yeah, I've used time set before, but I've only used it just to go from like day to night and stuff. I didn't know you could set specific times throughout the day. I'll have to remember that. Because sometimes when I'm taking thumbnails, I want it to be a specific time of day. And not necessarily just like day, morning, night, you know. Okay, I like this, you guys. I like this with the mud and the mud brick and the path blocks and the buttons. I think this is good for that more like kind of rusticy path type we're going for. Let's do another one. Let's do something that's a little more urban. Wait. What do you mean wait, Lucky? What am I waiting for? What are we doing? You sound Floridian, kinda. That's interesting. I've never gotten Floridian before. I didn't know. What is it like? Is it like an accent? Do I have like an accent or just the way I'm speaking? Because I'm definitely, because like I said, I'm from the West Coast. So if anything, I should have like a Valley Girl West Coast accent. Okay, interesting. Oh, azalea leaves, Lucky. Okay, let's try the azalea leaves. I got you. Or cherry. Okay. Ooh, the cherry leaves might look nice with this color palette. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard, like specifically heard an accent and been like, oh, that's a Florida accent. Very interesting. Should I, let's see, can I, I'm about to embarrass myself. I'm gonna do like a Valley Girl accent, like a stereotypical like California accent. Let me see if I can do it. It's that like that nasally kind of vocal fry. Okay, guys. No, that's not it. That was horrible. Let me think about it. Okay, we put the azalea leaves down, as well as the cherry leaves. Yeah, I don't know if I quite like the cherry leaves. Maybe we should stick to the azaleas. Oh, Lucky, you said azalea and oak. Okay, let's try that. Does that sound more West Coast? Is that a little better? Cherry is off. I agree. Cherry doesn't quite work. Let's try mixing in the azalea and oak. I do like mixing azalea and oak. I think sometimes just the azalea can be a little too much. Oh, excuse me, sir. But throwing some oak leaves in too helps kind of break up that like consistent pink pattern. How's that? I think that looks good. Let's see. I don't know, like I said, I don't know if I'm a fan of the coarse dirt under there. It kind of brings in a little extra contrast, but let's try removing it and see what that looks like. Amazing. Great. Yeah, I like it better like this without the coarse dirt, with a little bit of the moss in there. That looks really nice. Okay, cool. LOL, in the Midwest, people have no accent here. Is that just because you're all from the Midwest, so you all sound the same? Midwest, let's see. Yeah, I can't think of any specific sort of like way that people from the Midwest speak. I haven't been out in the Midwest like a ton. I've been to the only place I go to the Midwest on like a semi-regular basis is Missouri, but I feel like even in Missouri sometimes they have more of like southern accents to some degree, not as extreme as like the deep south, but I think they talk a little more, they like lean that way. try leaf litter. It works as a design also. Good idea. Leaf litter. Does this go, can I place this on like the mud blocks and stuff? Oh, I can. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. That's just like that little bit of extra, something something. We can even put it like over here. Like we can put some there. Oops, let's go this way. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I think whenever we do it for real, I think we'll want to do more than this. But I think that looks pretty good. You know what? Oops, I kind of want to try bringing the mud bricks out in just a couple of places. Just to expand a little bit. Just like something like that. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that kind of ties in like the fences on the outside to the path in the middle. Okay, cool. So that's a nice design. Thank you guys for the help in putting it together. Let's move on to a more stone-based road here. Stone bricks, mossy stone bricks. Let's do just regular stone. We'll remove these for now, but we'll bring them in a bit. Okay, so I like to start with just like a base. I think we should replace all of this with one of these blocks, and then we'll go in and texture. Maybe we'll do stone bricks because it's similar to like the mud bricks we have over there. And I use a lot of stone bricks in our builds in Aurora anyways. Okay. So if we have that, then we'll want to do some texturing with the regular stone, I think. Yeah, and because we have the connected textures, it makes it all kind of blend a little better, which is nice. So something like that. And then maybe we can do just a full line of mossy on either side, and then bring in the mossy cobble on the edges. Let's see. Okay. And then, not mossy cobble, mossy stone bricks. Just on the edges. Like that. I feel like we've kind of lost the cobblestone a little bit, or the stone bricks. We can maybe drop a couple more in here. Cobbled deep slate looks pretty decent in roads too. Might be too far from the color palettes, but a deep slate road might also work. Okay, let's try that out. We'll do, after we do this one, we'll try a deep slate version and see what that looks like. 1x2 hole, bottom an ochre frog light and like a yellow stained glass for an in-depth light effect. Interesting. Okay, let me try that. Hold on. Let's finish up this road and then we'll try both of those ideas. Stone, what if... Okay, since this road is supposed to be a little more paved, should we do stone brick walls instead of the wooden ones? Or should we still do the wooden walls? Or fences, I suppose it would be. Let's see. And then we'd want to bring in the azalea and the oak again for consistency's sake. I think I kind of like the stone walls better. And I think if we're going to do this, it needs to be less random and more of an actual pattern. Just to match up with the sort of look we're going for here. Look, he's using the path. Oh my gosh. Hi. You like it? Oh no. Oh, now he's not. Oh no. Okay. So I think we should do something like 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, 3, you know? So it's more of an even pattern. Or we can do skip 3, 1, 2, and then go 3. So let's see which one of these versions we like better. Okay, yeah, I definitely think having more of that consistent kind of symmetrical pattern is better. I think we can also replace some of these with the mossy cobble or the mossy stone brick. I always get this mixed up. Yeah, just to make it look a little more like grounded. We could even do some of them with just the regular stone brick as well. Like that. I don't know if I'm totally sold on the walls. Let's put these buttons down for that extra little bit of texture. I think that's good. I do like the buttons. I even saw someone do like a pressure plate. Do we have? Yeah, there's stone pressure plates. I saw someone put down stone pressure plates on one of our examples. I don't know if that's going to be too much texture. I don't know if that's... I think I maybe put too many down. But I think we could do it. I don't think it's bad. I'm not super sold on it, you guys. I think it's a good start. I think it needs a little more help. But let's try these other things you guys suggested. Okay, I think this is gonna be easy. Lucky, you said 1 by 2 hole. Oops, wrong button. Ochre frog light at the bottom. Yellow stained glass. Okay, here's the thing though. My stained glass is not actually stained glass colored. It's like fancy medieval glass. It's like that. So it's not actual yellow stained glass. But what if we did like a green frog light? and then just put leaves over top of it for like a cool kind of light effect. I mean, I think it's kind of hard to see right now because I did set it to full daytime, but I have done, what's it called? Just a regular glowstone. I have done just regular glowstone with like leaves on top, and I think that looks nice. Oh, perfect time. Sorry, I went to check on my dog. Oh, no worries. You do what you gotta do. You live your life. But yeah, we could maybe do like the frog lights or glowstone with oak leaves on top, or even the azalea leaves, depending on the build. What kind of dog do you have, Lucky? Frog lights are one of the few items I gave up farming. Pretty complex, but possible to farm in survival. Yeah, Nitro. I've seen... I honestly, this is the first time I've even touched the frog lights. Yeah, see? Especially in creative, because I know they're super hard to obtain. They're really cool. I really like them, but yeah, I know it's possible, but I know it's really hard. We'll probably end up doing it at some point just because I think I will want to use these in like fantasy type builds in the future. Honestly, this pink one might be good to use in our mushroom village because it kind of matches the same colors, but I do really like how they look. I have a tiny little white pit bull. He's a menace. Oh my gosh. That's so cute, Lucky. I used to have a pit bull. I love pitties. They're some of the best, sweetest, cutest, funniest dogs in the entire world. So give him a little scritch for me. Tell him he's a good boy. Okay. Let's try a deep slate road. I'm so mad you won't stop eating my sofa. That's funny. That sounds like a... That definitely sounds like a pit bull. Well, look at this door. Oh, that's a copper door. I think I have a texture pack on that makes it look different. Yeah, pitties definitely have a lot of energy that you need to exercise out of them, or they will destroy anything and everything they can get their hands on. I definitely speak from some experience there. All right, let's see. I think, Nitro, you said cobbled deep slate, right? Cobbled deep slate. We'll grab a wall. And then if we wanted to do some texture, we could probably mix in just regular deep slate. And maybe some of the like cracked deep slate bricks. Let's try it. Let's replace the whole thing with just regular cobbled deep slate first. Ooh, I love the sound. That's a really nice, like, heavy, satisfying sound. Try brick and diamond deep slate. You mean like the deep slate that has diamonds in it still? We'll try it. I feel like those are pretty contradictory, but we'll try it. It could go nice with the floor. Oh, with this floor? Probably. But see, then here's the thing. If I do that and I like it, then I have to go get diamond deep slate. And I'm pretty sure that's one of the rarer forms of diamond. Okay, it looks horrible with these bricks in it. Absolutely not. Okay, let's put the regular cobbled back. Deep slate is directional, so try both ways. Oh wait, like it depending on how I'm facing? Wait a second. Oh. No. Hold on. Is it? Wait. Okay, I'm facing this way. No, I'm facing this way. Is that... Okay, some of these are facing different directions. But I can't tell... Do you mean that the cracked deep slate bricks would be directional? Try the side. That looks the same. Okay, those aren't directional. Those are only going one way. Which one? The cobbled is directional? Or the regular deep slate? Try the side. If you jump and place it, it'll look different than if you placed it sideways against a block. Hold on. Okay. Jump in place. Okay, yeah, that's definitely different. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Only regular deep slate is directional. Okay. So then let's... Oh, and look, I just jumped and placed and it gave me this little funky edge. Yes, and we want that funky edge. Okay, cool. See if I jump and place it this way. Learn something new every day. In this crazy, crazy game. Okay, well that's cool. Sideways placement is when you right click on the side of a block. Upwards placement is when you place it below. No need to jump in place always if you can reach the bottom of the block. Okay. Oh, I see. Like if I'm just standing here and I can go bottom. Ah. Okay, because yeah, I didn't need to do anything. But if I go and place against the side. Okay, if I place it against the side like that, then I get the full block. If I just go bottom, I get the little edges. Okay. Cool, cool. But let's see. If we're gonna do the walls, then we would actually probably need to expand it out one more so it looks like the walls and the deep slate are connected. Let's do this then. We'll do one more row and then we'll try a 2 wide road with the walls on the side. And then we'll try what you suggested, Lucky, the brick and the other thing. I forgot already. Oh, the deep slate diamond door. Okay, I'm trying to vary my directions here a little bit. And then if we did walls, what if we did like 3 walls and then just 1 space for a something something? And then that would have to be a wall. Okay, let's try flowering azaleas since we're just doing a 1-to-1 here. Okay, that's not too bad. I kind of like that. Let's see if we can do, we have a polished black stone button or a dark oak button. This might sound crazy, but for the walls, we might need to use hay like the way we use leaves on the previous walls. Also, moss is key here as well. Okay, let's see. Interesting suggestions. I would not have thought of that myself. Let's see, hay. So you're saying do hay here like this? Oh, whoa, look, the hay like connects the walls. That's interesting. I didn't know that hay connected walls like that. Does it do that? Would it do that here as well? It does. Huh. Interesting. Okay, if we put the hay, let's see. Maybe one or two, but like a farm stack. So you're saying like some of these have hay and some of them don't? Like that, like they're just kind of piled up? And then would you change these back to leaves? Or would you just fill in the walls and leave them blank? The hay intrigues me, but I don't know if I like it enough to commit to it as a staple of this design. And were you thinking moss for the walls like that, or moss like down here again to sort of bring in some greenery? Just 3 sounds good, but at a corner. So like this, like if it's the end, we throw some hay in there. Deep slate goes good with pale oak leaves, moss like at the floor. Okay. Moss at the floor makes more sense to me. I would agree with that. Oop, not the hay, the moss. 4, sorry. Like this. Okay, so you're saying, are you saying the hay as just more of like some extra decoration around the pathing? Let's take a look at the pale oak. Yup. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I do like that then. Let me find it. Using the hay. As just like a little extra something. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's do the pale oak. Ooh, you're right. That looks really cool. Oh yeah, the pale oak goes really well with the cobbled deep slate, 100%. What about the pale moss blocks then, instead of the regular moss? What if we did that? Okay, except there's something a little funky going on here. The pale moss. For some reason, my pale moss texture is different from the texture of the connected textures, but they're both supposed to be Mizunos. Interesting. Okay, well, let's go back to regular moss. And then a little extra here. And then I think if we're doing the regular moss, We should bring in, can you place vines flat or do you have to place them vertically? You have to place them vertically. Dang. I was gonna say then we could put some vines on. We could do glow lichen, but my glow lichen texture is pretty like bright. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Or what if we did pale oak leaves down here? No, that doesn't look good. Okay, I do like this cobble with the pale oak. I don't know if we're gonna use it like right now for Aurora. Maybe some parts of it. Oh, the blackstone. I don't like the blackstone. That's too, I think the blackstone's a little too warm. This is kind of warm too, but I think it fits a little better. Try cherry and cherry flowers. Let's see. Cherry flowers. Do you mean like cherry wood? Like cherry logs or a cherry fence? By cherry, I mean cherry leaves. Okay. Oh, and cherry flowers. There you go. I understand. I understand now. Let's see. Leaf. I think it's a flower. Flower? Those are the wild flowers. Oh, are they the blossoms? No. Cherry. They should pop up here. Let's see, maybe we can just scroll through the natural blocks. Here we are. Oh, petals. They call them petals. Okay, let's try the cherry. Oops. Oops. I like that too. I do. I think, oh. Ooh, the only thing is that we can't place, I don't think we can place the petals on the cobblestone. We would have to put down like a moss block and then put pink petals on it. That's not too bad, actually. I don't mind kind of the moss blocks in there. I actually, yeah, I like the cherry leaves with the deep slate as well. I think that's a really nice like contrast of that kind of soft pale pink to the sort of darker color of the cobble. I don't think we're gonna use this like for Aurora anytime soon. But maybe if we do a build, like if we did a full like cherry build using deep slate and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll think about it. It's a really nice visual. I would like to bring it in at some point somewhere. But I do think that I'm happy with these two versions of paths for Aurora. So why don't we go back to our world and we can do maybe just like a quick little fly around. Oops, my monitor. Hold on, guys. Look, I caught it this time. I saw. I think I want to do just like a quick little fly around. And we can just to kind of visually see like where are we going to put these paths. Like for example, I'll probably bring in the mud bricks and the pathing and stuff even like back here. At least leading to our storage room and to the mine. We'll probably leave this more like natural path blocks because it's just kind of like a small, oops, a small extra road. This is all going to get turned into the new road. We might do the mud brick version here. And then, oops, once we come down here and go across the bridge, then maybe we'll bring in the stone path, and we can do like a stone path coming up this way. Any of the more like main roads that you would travel on, I want to do the stone. And then little side paths would be the mud brick. Like all of this I think will become stone, especially up here. I want to turn this into more of a like urban plaza, kind of bring in this same look of this park area. Bring that in over here, do the stone roads. I think this is the main road coming into Aurora, so this will all be stone. But maybe like this road will branch off into the mud brick, because it's a little more like you're kind of coming onto someone's property, sort of off the beaten path a little bit. And then I think this will be stone all up here as well, because this road is going to lead up this way. We'll probably have part of it that branches off into here, because we're going to have the like city center over here. This will probably end up becoming stone because it links up to, it's going to link up to this part of the city, and this is going to have, like, we've got these farms here. There's going to be a building around them. We're going to expand a bunch of buildings up here as well, probably some more farms and stuff. What's missing is pyramids and beacons. You're right, Lucky. We do not have beacons yet. That's, ooh, maybe that's like our next sort of big adventure. We'll be fighting the Wither, so we can get a beacon. Because yeah, that's definitely on my list, on my like long-term goals list of stuff to do, is outfit ourselves with a beacon, like Aztec types. Yeah, I think that's not quite the style we're going for here. I want this to be more of a like fantasy medieval, but we do have, if you come over here, let's see, far over here, we have a bit of a base already set up. Here, there's like another, this is our nether portal here. So at some point I do want to come into this desert and build out a whole city in the desert. I think that would be a good spot to do some of the more like you said, Aztec style builds, Lucky. I think that would kind of fit there. There is so much coral reef over here. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. Look at how far. Look at all of this coral reef in this warm ocean. That's huge. We should start using coral. We have so much of it at our disposal. Oh my goodness. The structure you have, Aurora, reminds me a lot of a world I used to play with one of my exes. I feel like the lack of sprawl might be good too, since that same world also didn't have much sprawl but significant terrain decoration. Yeah, I definitely think that's funny, Nitro. I agree that we have a lot of terrain here. And I tried to kind of compact some of these builds a little more. Like I put this tavern right up here next to the town hall. And even though it keeps trapping our iron golem back there, I do really like sort of like this view right here, where you see like 4 different builds all within your same eye line. And I would like this town to have more of this style, where they are close together. And the buildings kind of like we're saying, kind of sprawl out away from each other instead of being so spread out. Like these ones over here are definitely more spread out. which is, I mean, it's, you know, nothing wrong with that. It looks good, certainly, but I want to expand my building abilities as well and excuse me, hiccuping, challenge myself to sort of put stuff together a little bit differently. Okay, you guys, we've been going for 3 hours. This is the longest stream I've ever done, which is super exciting too. So thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let me switch to my little sign off screen. Hold on, let me make sure. All right, let me make sure my nose isn't running. Okay. So that's it for today, guys. It's been a solid 3 hours of hanging out and getting stuff done here. Thank you so much to everyone who was chatting and offering suggestions and advice. You guys know I really appreciate that. It's always more fun to play with other people. Thank you to everyone who is out there lurking as well. I love my lurkers. And especially thank you to anyone who's watching the VOD and who's made it all the way to the end and watched the whole 3 hours of this after the fact. You guys are real ones. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe or follow the channels as well. I had a lot of fun. I feel very accomplished with everything that we got done today. We're going to be back here live again on Thursday at 6 p.m. PST. And then don't forget, we're also going to do a bonus stream on Saturday, probably in the afternoon, either 2 or 3 p.m. PST. I'll post about it. I'll post to the Discord as well about the schedule. So if you're not in the Discord yet, please go join the Discord, come hang out offline. It's I think the link should be in the description. If it doesn't work, just comment and let me know and I'll post it again. But yeah, there's places to chat about Minecraft on the Discord. There's a place to drop any of your own builds, like if you want to showcase stuff from your world and show it off, please do. I love seeing everything that you guys like to create as well. And I think that's it. My birthday is coming up next week. I'm trying to hit 200 subscribers by April 2nd for my birthday. And on my birthday, we are going to do a big, long stream, subathon kind of thing. We'll start at the usual 6 p.m., maybe even a little earlier. And we'll go as long as I can, as long as I can handle it, or until we hit 200 subscribers. So I'm excited about that. I'll try and come up with some fun things that we can do in that stream as well. But yeah, that's it for today, you guys. I'm gonna go get myself off to bed. Have a wonderful evening, have a wonderful Wednesday, and I will see you again on Thursday for another stream. Okay, goodbye everyone.